Hello, I'm Kim Deckert. I'm so glad you're here to take this Fitness Over 50 class with toys. We're also going to be really focusing on dumbbells, but I want to show you different options because I think it's really important to use a lot of different equipment that's available to us because it can really enhance our fitness in different ways. So if we haven't met yet, I'm Kim Deckert. I've been a fitness instructor for almost 30 years, teaching many different formats, and I'm also a nutrition coach. So I want to start with our warm-up, and I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see me. But we're just going to start with shoulders up, back, and down, and just kind of step side to side, just kind of opening up. This feels good, just to get the shoulders moving, get the mobility, and then we're going to reverse it. I'm not playing music because the music I'm allowed to play does not kind of fit the class. So if you want to play some music in your background, feel free. Good, and just kind of shake it out. Now you're just going to step and cross. Just cross your arms over. You're getting a nice stretch through your sides. Finding length. This is early morning for you when you're watching this. We're generally tighter in the morning. We're more stretched out. If you are working out later in the day, you just notice naturally you're more stretched out. We're just going to reach it up overhead. Find that extension. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're just going to take one arm, take it up and around. Again, opening the shoulder up, stand to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just opening up, finding my range of motion as best I can, and then we're going to reverse it the other way. Big arm circles. This is something you can do actually every morning for your arms, just to kind of open them up, especially for shoulders. Our shoulders take a lot of abuse and release. Let's go to the other side. Take your arm up and around. Nice big circles, nice big opening here. Standing tall. Think of a string, the top of your head, pulling you up, and then reverse it. I know I tend to talk a lot, so if I do not the same number on each side, you'll know why, because sometimes I just get carried away, shake it out. We're just going to do some easy squats. And again, my feet are just outside my hips, and I'm just sinking down like I'm going to sit in a chair. My back is long and flat, and my neck is not, I'm not leaning forward. My head is in neutral. And just do a couple more, just to feel that stretch, working the legs, and then we're just going to do some curls. Just curl, this feels good. Getting those quads stretched out, just pull it back. Also, you get your heart rate up a little bit, because that gets all the blood flowing, everything circulating, and it wakes us up. And just march it out. Now just take your arms out to the side, just cross, opposite arms crossing. I know this is like chewing gum and walking at the same time. So you gotta think just a tiny bit. And then we're gonna do some hip openers because those are really important. Last one. Now, I got a chair here. If you need a chair, you can grab your chair. Otherwise, you're going to take balance on one leg, and you're going to take your knee up, out to the side, and down, and bring it up. Now, the leg I'm balancing on, the knee is soft and down. Try to make it into a circle now. Try to make it into a circle. And again, if you need a wall or something to hang on to, but this is a good balance challenge. Let's reverse it. Take it up and around. Our hips tend to be tight hip flexors because we sit a lot. We're just, as Americans, that's what we do. Unfortunately, one more. Good. Kind of step it out because that work, the supporting leg is working too. All right, start with the other leg. Balance knee up, out to the side and down, and again up. It's a balance challenge. And then make it a circle. Yeah. This just feels good too. One more this way. And then let's reverse the circle. Take it out and back in. Good. This is a little more challenging for me on this side. We have one side that's easier to balance on, one that is usually a little more challenging. Okay, shake it out. Okay, nice job. So first exercise we're going to do, you don't need a band if you don't have one, but I have these bands. I don't know if you've seen these before. You can get these in 2 different sizes. These are the small size. I like these, except they're not good on bare skin. So like if you have shorts on and you're using them around your legs, they're like not the best. Now this one's a little thicker. I really like this one, and it doesn't tend to bunch up. So if you have a band, go ahead and put it. It doesn't matter if you have one of these or this. I'm just going to use this because I find this very comfortable. If you don't have one, no worries, you're going to feel this. So grab your weights, and I'm grabbing 8 pounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a traveling squat. So I'm going to start here with my feet outside my hips. I'm going to bring the weights up. I'm going to squat down, and ready. We're going to step 2, out, out, keep your squat, and back in. Good. We're back to where we started. So just keep going. And if you don't have a band, you're still going to feel this. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what this looks like. Oh, starting to feel this. And the glutes. This is working the entire thighs, basically. This is working your quads, your hamstrings, your outer thighs. Woo. And our legs, our leg muscles, our thigh muscles are our biggest muscles. And we work these. We're working these. They're actually, when you have strong legs, good for your memory, good for your brain health. So it's a good thing. We want to work the legs. We want to keep them strong. Keep going. If you can hear my voice, I'm starting to get out of breath a little bit because we are getting a little bit cardio up, but you're working those big muscles too. So we're going to do a few more because these are so much fun. Last 4 sets. Woo, you don't like glutes. 3, booty builder. We like to build the booty. 2 more. And you're working your arms too, basically, because you're holding the weights. Last 1. And back. Good. If you don't feel that, I don't know what you feel. So go ahead and set your weights down. Take your band off if you had it on. Shake out the legs a little bit because definitely feeling it. Okay, so we're going to work on back. So I'm going to show you with the weights, and I'm going to show you with a band, but we're going to do a back row first. And with a tube, this is a tube. This was probably more of a challenging one. The green ones are typically medium. This is a little more challenging because it's thicker. So a couple things you can do here. I'm going to show this. With a tube is you can lift up. And this is great for traveling too. You can do it in the chair. You can take your legs out in the front, which I'm going to show in the next. This will be a wide row, or you can do it seated on the ball. So grab your weights, because I think that's what most everybody has. Grab your weights. I'm going to grab my 10s. And you're going to hinge forward at the hips, okay, not at the waist. You're going to pull up and release. So pull up, good. And I'm trying to bring my elbows behind me. So think about squeezing your elbows back. So it's not a wide move, it's a narrow move. My feet are under my hips. Important foundation. You want to make that nice, strong foundation. Knees are soft, and pull it up. My neck is in neutral. 4, 3, try to squeeze those elbows behind you. And 1, now 3, 1. So it's 3, 2, 1, release. So we take it slow up slow, release quickly. 3, 2, 1, and 1 more. We're going to reverse it. Up quick. Now, up quick, down slow. Good. Like an elevator, going down slow. Now, I'm feeling this in my glutes, holding this position, because I got those leg muscles working. They're all fired up. Now, 3 little pulses. It's 3, 2, hold, release. Good. Up, up, up. So we're sneaking some leg work in here by doing this. 3, 2. Are you ready for the money move? 7 pulses. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Last one. 7, 6. Woo. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. I was going to show you the wide, and we're going to do that as well. I did show you the seated wide with the 2. I'm going to grab these. Now, the levers are going out to the side slightly, so I went down in weights to my 8 pounds. So let's lift it up like an upside down goalpost and release. So it's up, 2, release. 2, and again, I'm hinged at the hips. This is working the back a little bit differently. And when we use the tube, you feel it differently as well. It actually, I love the tube because I feel it gets you a little more, because you can adjust how hard or easy it is, and it's easy to make it more challenging. And up, 2, and down, 2 more like this. Up, up. It's getting warm in here. Is it getting warmer? You are. Up, 2, now up 3, down 1. So it's 3, 2, 1, release. And if you can, check yourself out in a mirror to make sure you're doing that upside down goalpost. 2 more, or 1 more, 2, 3. Now, pulses, up, 2, woo, feeling that. Keep your shoulders and neck relaxed. 2 more, up, 2, 3, 1 more, and last, 2, 1. We should be feeling our back right now. Set your weights down. We're going to do a quick stretchy stretch. So lace your fingers, press forward, and you want to just round the upper back. Try to make it as big as possible. You're going to feel a nice stretch in your neck. This just feels good. Just a release where we built the muscles up, and then lift your arms to the sky. Feel that stretch, and then flip down. Nice job. Feel like I'm working my upper body. Okay. Last time we went down to the floor for chest press and chest fly. When I do a different move, and you need your weights, I advise lighter weights. I'm using about 5 pounds. I'll show you what we're doing. It's like a upside down chest V. Okay, so you stand with your hips on your feet under your hips, and then your palms are facing in, and you're going to come up like a V, and I'm taking it right under my collarbone and back down. So it's not, I'm not bringing it up to my shoulders. So you come up, and you should feel this in the front of your chest. This is kind of a different move. So if you have trouble getting on the floor, or you don't like push-ups, this is a great alternative to do. You can do this seated as well. And I take this slow because you want to feel it, and because you don't need super heavy weights for this. And up. I don't know if you're feeling this. I am feeling this. 2 more like this. Up, and I'm standing as tall as possible. My abs are engaged. And now 3, 1. So it's 3, 2, 1. When you do this, it makes it a little more challenging. 2 more. 3, 2, 1 more. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we should be feeling that in our chest. And notice we didn't even use super heavy weights. You don't have to use super weights, heavy weights. So take your arms behind you, open up the chest, stand as tall as you can, really opening the front of the body, just opening up. This is a great stretch to do throughout the day anyway, especially if you're bent over a device. A lot of us are hunched over, you know, we're doing computer work, whatever. Just, it really helps to open up with your posture. So those are big muscle groups we've just worked, legs, chest, and back. Now we're going to go to biceps, and I love using the tube for bicep curls, because again, you get that nice resistance. So I would normally use my 8 or 10 pounds for bicep curls, so grab your weights if you want to use weights. I'm going to stay with this because we can do the same movement. So I'm going to step on my tube, and I'm going to stand tall, elbows tucked into your rib cage. Now, if you've got weights, you want to pretend you got a $100 bill between your arm and your rib cage. You don't want to let it go. Same thing with the two, palms facing the forward. We're gonna bring it all the way up and all the way down. And look at how I'm keeping my elbows in. Keep my elbows in the entire time. They're not moving forward, they're not moving back. And down and up, good. Now we're gonna take it halfway, we're gonna alternate. So take it halfway and down and all the way, good. Halfway, so 90 degrees, all the way up. Now, if you're getting tired, sit out a rep or two and up. I am definitely feeling this. So that's the other beauty of using the tube. You don't have to do a ton of reps to feel it because it's like built-in resistance. No matter how strong you are, you can always get some good resistance from this. Move to two more, and then we'll change it up a little bit. One more, half, and full. Now halfway, 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1, release. 3. So you work hard, lower break. 3, 2, 1 more, and 3, 2. Now we'll go with singles, right, left. It's right and left. So arms are fatigued. So when we get tired, we start to work a little harder, but we also might lose our form. So be careful, keep your form strong. Just go a little lighter if you have to, or not go quite as high if you're using a tube. Last 4, 3, 2. We've got the grand finale coming. 7 pulses. It's 7, 6. Woo! 3, 2, 1 more. 7. Anybody else starting to sweat? 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh, man. Okay. Feeling the arms. Let's do a quick stretch. So we call those the, when we start working the biceps and triceps, those are like the vanity muscles because we want to see those weights. So you take your arms straight out, thumbs up. Now take your thumbs down and try to reach behind you, and you get a nice stretch in your bicep area. So you can see sideways, still standing tall. And then release, just take one arm in front, gently stretch. You're getting your wrist all the way up your arm, feels good. And then other side, same thing. I like it a lot. And then shake it out. Okay, so and you can do this biceps. We just did the tube, you can do it seated, you can do them on the ball. But I find those are too easy, so that's why I stand up with the tube. So we're gonna go to triceps next. So triceps, we're gonna do an overhead press. Now, you don't need a super heavy weight for this. You can do it seated if you like. I'll show seated. You can do it seated on the ball. The ball it works your core. So that's why I like doing things on the ball. So actually I'll do this one on the ball. I'm gonna go with my 8-pound. I might go with double. Okay, let's see. So you can do this standing. Whoops. But I just want to show you too on the ball. I'll start on the ball and then take it up. So take your weights together. And you know what? I'm going to show you with one weight because I think it'll be safer. So reach up. Try to squeeze your head with your arms. And you're just going to take it back and up. So notice my elbows are in close to my head. I'm sitting as tall as I can on the ball. You can do this on a chair. You can do this standing. If you're standing and you feel it's bothering your back, do a little kickstand. Take 1 foot back. That really protects your lower back. So let's do 4 more like this. 3, elbows stay in. 2, and 1. Now 3, 1. So it's 3, 2, 1, reach up. Now if you get tired, put that little kickstand back because that'll protect your back, lower back. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. 4 super slow. 4, 3, 2, slow up. 4, 3, 2. Are your arms starting to shake? You can always go heavier or lighter, and up. 2, 3, 4, and bring it down. So we have 1 more tricep move to do. If you feel like your triceps, you got more gas left in them. Okay, so we're gonna do kickbacks. I'm gonna grab my other 8. And you can do these, actually, if you find you want to do one at a time, you can put one knee on your chair and hold it here, and you can just do kickbacks like that, okay? And then alternate. That really isolates that muscle. So you can do that, or we can do it standing. And actually, I'll show you a seated version with the two as well. We're gonna hinge forward. Remember this lovely hinge we do. Elbows are in. Your weights are near your waist. You're gonna press back and bring it in. So the idea is to lift these weights as high as possible. Again, you are fighting resistance here. So we're lifting up as high as we can. Very controlled move. Neck is in neutral, back is in neutral. Abs are embraced because that's our strong foundation. Our abs are our foundation. All the strength comes from our foundation. Now, 3, 1. 3, 2, 1. Woo! This is where you're really fighting it. Fighting that gravity. I'm almost ready to fall over. And one more. 3, 2, 1. Now 4 slow. 4, 3, 2. You got to kind of hang time there. One more slow. Anybody else starting to sweat? Because I am. And bring it in. Now 3 little pulses. 3, 2, 1, and in. Take a break if you need it. We're almost there. Your triceps are loving this, believe me. These are those muscles we want to show. 2, 1, and bring it in. Nice job. Set your weights down. And we're going to quickly stretch those triceps. Bring one arm up next to your ear. If you can't lift this arm up, just press here, pressing the arm up, or if you can, pick your arm up and gently pull back. It's a gentle, gentle pull. We never force a stretch. And then shake your arms out, and we'll go to the other side. Bring it up, gently pull back. Feels good. Getting those muscles, releasing the lactic acid buildup. This is how, what we're doing, we're tearing muscles down, and then they repair afterwards. We take a day off of strength training. Super important for women, strength training. So another thing you can do with triceps, though, I want to show you this. Tricep dips. You use a chair. You don't need any equipment. You sit on the edge of your chair and you just go down. Woo. This one, you can do this on the floor too. This is so good. You don't have to go very deeply. Just do like 3 reps of 10. And believe me, you're going to feel that one. So you don't need any equipment for that. Yay. All right, shoulders. We're going to go with lighter weights. Shoulders are one of our most abused muscle group or area because our shoulders do so much. I mean, and they can get injured so easily. So we're going to do something to help strengthen your rotator cuff. So grab some weights. You don't need weights if you don't want to. I'll show you with the tube what it looks like. Basically, I got my arms in like I'm going skiing. It's got my ski poles. And then I'm going to just pull and release. Pull, and my elbows stay at 90 degrees. So that's one option. Grab your light weights. I'm doing my 5s. Elbows in. I got my ski poles. And we're just going to open out. And again, staying with a 90-degree elbow. And come in. Good. Out. This helps with your rotator. Funny story. I was teaching a Silver Sneakers class, and I just had rotator cuff. Came back after having rotator cuff surgery. This is a few years ago, and the lady said, "I heard," and I was talking about it in the class. And when I went in the locker room later, I heard one of the ladies saying, "Yeah, our teacher had rotisserie cuff surgery." That cracked me up. Like, I wish it was rotisserie cuff. It was rotator cuff. 2 more. Open, close, open, and close. I've never forgotten that. All right, now we're going to do a little more advanced move. See how your shoulder feels on this. So go back to that rotator cuff or rotisserie cuff move. You're just going to come up and stay in that 90 degree and bring it out to the side. So it looks like this. So it's out and in. I don't bring my elbows above my shoulders. I try to bring them just below my shoulders. Everything stays in 90 degrees. Hands are in the same position. I see a lot of people do this. That's not what we're doing. We're lifting like this, keeping that kind of that goalpost. And then what I want you to do is hold it here. Now open up. This is a real goalpost. Now this time you're going to come down halfway and up. This is a little more challenging. Already feeling this with the 5 pounds. So we don't need super heavy weights to do this, but this is really good for our shoulder health, for shoulder strength. We'll do 4 more. We can do it. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Bring it up and down. Are you feeling those? Okay, let's quickly stretch the shoulders. Take your right arm across, take your forearm to forearm, and gently pull. You're taking your left elbow to your left hip. You get that nice stretch. You should feel it right there. This is the safest way to stretch your shoulders instead of like pulling on your elbow joint. And then let's release it. Go to the other side because it feels good to stretch. Okay, we're going to do a couple ab moves. I'm going to be respectful of your time, and then we'll stretch. So grab. You can use low weights, light weights, or no weights. I'm going to use my 5s. We're going to work on the obliques, the side abdominal muscles. So you're going to stand tall, heels under your hips, shoulders back. Start with your right side. You're just going to reach down, slide down your leg, and come back up. And then the other side. Slide and come back up. So this is working one side while it's stretching the opposite. And that changes as we switch to the other side. So just slide and reach and up. So you're using your core, your torso to pull you back up. Okay, it's not the weight. You're using this. This is your own body weight pulling you back up. Now, on the first side, we're going to take it 3. 3, 2, 1, and up. 3. And these can be done seated as well. A little more challenging on the ball to do this, but you could do it easily on a chair. And release. You should be feeling that. We are going to go down to the floor and do some planks because I think planks are the one that best overall moves we can do if you're short on time. And I'm just going to do it here on my floor. But if you have a towel or anything, I do have a towel. I'm going to use that. And or if you're on carpet, that's great. Because we're doing a plank. We're going to do a low plank on our arms because a lot of people have trouble doing a straight arm plank because of their wrists. So, but we're going to do it with a bent arm because that way, I'm going to make sure you can see. I don't like to be back too far because you might feel like I'm too small, but I want to make sure you can see what's going on. So basically what I'm going to do is move my weights out of the way. Always look for be aware of where your weights and equipment are so you don't trip. So I'm going to just put my arms down, elbows, my shoulders and elbows are in alignment, arms are straight ahead. I'm going to step back and I'm just going to hold this plank in my hips, not like a teepee. We're going to keep them long here. If you need to come to your knees at any time, take your knees, but we're going to add on to this. So if you're on your knees, you're going to lift one at a time. So if you're on your toes, just dip your knees one at a time. This just adds a little bit of an element to it, a little more challenge. Keep holding, keep breathing. Don't hold your breath, please. We're going to do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then just hold it for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And knees down. Stretch back into child's pose because it feels so good. Find the length in your arms. Find that length and stretch in your back. And then we're going to do one more thing here because this actually works. It's good for your spinal balance. And it also, you're still working your core. So, half on my pad, half on the carpet here. But hands are lined up under. If this bothers your hands, you can get some weights. But you're not putting a lot of weight on, okay? So you can use your weights here too. We're not going to put a lot of weight. So we're in a 4 square position. We're just going to take our right arm, reach it out away from us, next to our ear. Take your left leg, opposite leg, and lift up. Flex your foot. Just reach and find that extension. You're working spinal balance here. This is great for your back health. Now just bring your elbow to your knee and then reach long. Find that extension. We'll do two more. Bring it in, tighten your core, tighten your abs, and stretch. And one more. And then find the length, reach out, and release. Okay, everything's lined up again. This time, take your left arm long, reach it long next to your ear. Take your right leg extended, lift it up, flex your foot, find that reach a little bit further. Take an inhale breath, exhale, knee to elbow. We'll do 3 on this side, and reach. So what I love about this, you're doing core work, working on balance. You're also getting a nice stretch right there in the lower back. And one more. Bring it in and extend and release. Now the next thing I want to do, super easy, but it's so effective. Most of you know what a downward dog is, right? You get your hands in front of you, you're going to lift your toes and just press back. This feels so good. We're in that inverted V, and this is where you do want a TP. Ears are between your arms. You're pressing your heels down toward the floor, finding the back length. If this is too hard for you to do, just get on your knees and do a child's pose. That's always the option for downward dog. But I love downward dogs because they just help stretch and lengthen, and you're working your upper body. Let's just do a couple dog pedals here. You're on your feet. Just press one heel down at a time. If you do downward dog every day, it's going to start to feel so good to you. And then just walk your hands in towards your toes and slowly round up. And then come all the way up, roll your shoulders back. We're going to take our right heel in front and we're going to stretch it out. So you can see what I'm doing. Both of my knees are soft, long flat back, neck is long and neutral, toes come up toward your knee. So you get that nice stretch all the way up the back of your leg. Really important to stretch the legs. And come up, and let's do the other side. Other heel in front, sink down. Toes up to your knees. You want to feel that length up the back of your leg. Really important to stretch the legs. We worked our legs pretty hard. I wanted to get to sumo squats, but we're kind of running out of time. And then release. Now, if you can find balance without holding on anything, you're going to find, put the weight on one leg and then bring the other knee up, knee straight down to the floor. Stand tall, tall and proud and happy that you finished this workout. Option is to reach your arm forward and go into King Dancer. This feels so good on your thigh and your hip flexor, keeping the supporting leg soft. Oh, so good for balance too. And then come back to center. And then we're going to do the other side. And again, you need to grab a wall or a chair. Feel free to do that, standing as tall as you can. I'm wobbling here. And then take your arm out long if you'd like to try this option of King Dancer. This is my challenging side. Oh, I don't know why I'm having such trouble today. Anyway, we all have those days, right? You come back up. This is live TV. What are you going to do, right? Check it out. Or live video. We're not on TV. So, okay. So I just want to take your arms out to the side. Cross your right over your left. Give yourself a big hug. And then lift your arms slightly. And this really stretches. Just more in the shoulders and upper back. And then release. And take your other arm on top. Give yourself a big hug. Lift up. See, I'm lifting my elbows slightly. It just feels so good. You're stretching that upper back. And release. Just kind of shake it out a little bit. And then shake out your hands. Nice job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you find some value out of this video. Feel free to come check it out anytime you want a quick workout. Kind of we work the whole body quickly. And let me know if you have any questions or comments below. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I would like to do this again. So have a good one.